Okay, hello students. So today we shall start beams. So in the last class already we have discussed the trusses, okay, ANSYS problem. So today we shall start with the beam. So this is a beam problem. So question is like this: the simply supported beam. Compute the shear stress and bending moment. So till now what we have solved in the ANSYS is like deflection and stresses. So apart from that we can solve shear force and bending moment. Okay, so here we have a simply supported beam of span 3.5 meter and 2 point loads are acting, 2 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton at a distance of 1 meter from the left, at a distance of 2.5 meter same from the left. So he has given the Young's modulus 210 megapascal, Poisson's ratio 0.27, and here he has given the rectangular section of the beam, okay, 100 mm and 100 mm. So it's a square beam. So here we have the length in meters, so we shall convert the cross section in meters. So 100 mm it is 0.1 meter and 0.1 meter. Okay, so okay, fine. So now we shall start. So this is the ANSYS tool. So where first we shall start with the preference. So preference, we are doing the structural problem, structural, okay, and then preprocessor element type. So what kind of element we are going to use? Element add. So here beam we are using. In the beam you prefer 2-noded 188. So we can prefer other also, but it is a very simple problem, so we have gone for 2-noded. If you need a little bit complicated, if the beam is a complicated structure and if you need more accuracy, then we can go for higher node configuration. So we are doing a very simple problem. We need only 2-node 188. Okay, close. Then material properties. In the material properties, material model. Same thing, this already known: structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. So this is the assumption to what we make. Whatever the material we choose, it is linear, elastic and isotropic. So here we have Young's modulus. Young's modulus, what he has given is 210 megapascal. So mega is e power 6. Okay, Poisson's ratio is given is 0.27. 0.27. Okay, and close this. Next we shall go for the section. So here we should not go to the modeling. We have to go for the section because it's a beam. So in the sections, go to the beam, common sections. In the common sections, B and H. Can you see the cross section here, B and H? So here we can give 0.1. He has given 100 mm. So if you convert into meters, it is 0.1 meter and 0.1 meter. If you go for the preview, it gives you the cross section of the beam with moment of inertia, area, everything details here, it is going to give. But we are not going but this thing we not required right now. So okay, so this is the beam cross section. Now we shall model. So first go to the modeling and create. Now you can create the key point there. Go to the key point in active CS. So what is the first we have there here is, so here 1 meter from the left, it is 1 meter, again from 1 meter from the second point, from here to third point is 2.5 meter, from here to fourth point is 3.5 meter. Okay, then we shall go to the inactive CS. So first node is 0, it starts from 0, first one. Second node is at a distance of 1 meter. Third node is at a distance of 2.5 meter, and fourth node is at a distance of 3.5 meter. So we have to take a reference from the left or origin. We have to take one datum point. We have to consider from that distance. Okay, fine. Now we shall draw the lines there after key point, then lines, straight line. So you need to join the lines here, each and every line. Okay, each and every nodes line you can join. Okay, so after joining lines you can go for the mesh. So here I have a mesh tool. I'll go for the mesh tool. In the mesh tool I have a lines, set lines, then you can select the lines, all lines you can select. Okay, so here all lines are divided, number of divisions, let me give 30. So 30 divisions of each line there. Okay, so it is divided. Now the mesh tool is not finished, it will be on the back. So the mesh tool, now I am going to mesh 1 2 3 lines. Okay, now it is meshed. Okay, so you can go to the plots, and if you go to the lines, so now you can see the different lines here. So different color here, this color coding indicates meshing is happened here. Okay, fine. Next we shall go for the loads. So what is the loads here is, this is a simply supported beam. At node 1 and node 4 it is fully fixed. and node 2 and node 3 they have a 2 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton. So now we will go to the loads, define loads, apply structural displacement. First displacement we have to lock it. So on key points, first node and last node, it's simply supported, isn't it? Okay. We should not go for all DOF, X, Y, Z, it is fixed, rotation X and rotation Y. Always the beam will be having a rotation Z movement, so we should not fix it for a simply supported. Okay. So usually we take all DOF, so we should not take all DOF. Rotation for Z axis we have to leave. Okay. Fine. So it is fixed here. Next I'll go for the load. It's just a point load. I'll go for directly the forces there, force or movement. I'll go to the force on key point. This is the first point. The second node I have a 2 kilonewton. It is Fy minus 2 kilo because it is downward, minus 2000. Apply, because I need to go for node 3 also. It is same F. It is not 2000. It is 4000. Okay. So 2 point loads I have applied. Then I'll solve the problem. So this our problem is finished now. Now I'll go for the solution. Solve. Current LS. Okay. Here the solution is done. Okay. Close. So after the solution is done, we will go for the general post processor. So in the general post processor, go for the plot results. Before going to the plot results, in the plot results, what we get the stresses and von Mises stresses. But as per our given data, we need to find the shear force and bending moment diagrams. So to go for that, so in the ANSYS we need to identify, means for the in the ANSYS we have a coding. So if we give that code, it gives us the shear force and bending moment diagram. What are those codes? We shall discuss here. In the element table, define table, you need to define it. So here, add in this by sequence number. First is 3. I will explain what these numbers are. First 3, apply. Again same by sequence. 6, apply. By sequence 16, apply. By sequence and 19. Okay. So here you can observe S3, S6, S19 and S16 and X19. So these are the codings. 3 and 16. This combination of 3 and 16 gives us the shear force moment. 6 and 19 gives us the bending moment diagram. Okay. Fine. So now we shall go for the shear force and bending moment. So now here if you go to the plot results, counter plot. Here I have, can see here line element resolution. So line element. If I go there, so here I can give the coding. So let it be 3 and 16. 316 is a combination, 619 is a combination. 316, okay. Fine. Now we got the shear force, a bending moment diagram. This is a bending moment diagram. Now when if I require a shear force 619 gives us the bending moment, shear force diagram. First one is a bending moment. This is a shear force diagram. Fine. And nodal solution as usual we have done DOF. So displacement vector gives the deflection, maximum deflection, and even in the nodal displacement stresses. So von Mises stresses, we get the stresses, what the maximum stress we have. Okay. So this is what a beam with a point load. Okay. Next we shall discuss with a varying load here. So UDL I will discuss later. Now varying load. In the varying load, here you can observe simply supported beam with uniformly varying load. There is a varying load here. So 40 kilo Newton. So compute the shear force and bending moment. Here also is asking to compute shear force and bending moment. Here he didn't ask to find the deflection. Yes, even and find the maximum deflection also. Yes, you need to find the maximum deflection also. Based on the given data, you need to locate those solutions. Okay. Assume rectangular cross section. Here also the cross section is given in 100 mm, 100 mm, 0.1 meter and 0.1 meter. Young's modulus is 2.1, 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square you have. So here we need to convert into meters here. So once if I convert this into meters, this becomes how much? 10 raised to 6. Okay, 10 raised to 6 means 210 gigapascal I am going to get. Okay, so this value I will get 210 gigapascal in Newton per meter square. Poisson ratio is 0.27. Okay. Now we shall solve the problem here. Varying load. Okay. Now I will go for the new. Save. No, in fact I won't save. Okay. Now same thing. First preferences, structural. Okay. Next, preprocessor element type. So in the element type, add beam to noded 188, and I'll go for the material properties, material model, structural, linear, elastic, and isotropic. I said 210 gigapascal, 210 E9. Okay, if you convert into Newton per meter square. Okay, this is 0.27 Poisson's ratio. Okay, now we have given the material properties. I'll go for the section. Here also the section remains same. It is 0.1 and 0.1 is my beam section. Okay, so now I'll go for the create key points in ActiveCS. So now here, how to create my key points here? So I have 1, 2, 3 and 4 nodes. So how to identify those nodes? Wherever the loads are there, you need to identify the key points. So here I have the load, so I am going to identify the node here. 1, 2, 3 and 4 nodes. So first is a 0 node, second node is at 3 mm, third node is at 4.5, fifth node is at how much? For 6 meters. Okay, fine. So in ActiveCS, first node is at 0, second node is at what? Second node is at 3 meter. Apply. Third node is at 1.5 plus 3. It is 4.5. 4.5. Fourth node is at a total 6 meters span. Okay, so it is at 6 meters. Okay, so here I have the nodes here. Fine. Okay, fine. Now I am going to connect this by using lines. Straight line, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Okay, so once I created a line, I'll go for the mesh tool. So here I set lines. I need to mesh the lines. Set 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so number of divisions is your wish. You can give n number there. So give less than 50. Okay, so I'll go for 30. Okay, now I said you mesh is not finished because the tool is back. So just we have set the lines there. So in the mesh, now I am going to mesh the lines 1, 2 and 3 elements. Okay, now I am going to close this mesh tool there. Okay, so now meshing is done. So now if I go to the plot and lines, it shows how many divisions. So each line it is divided into 30 parts with a different line coding. So different elements shows is a color coding here. So next is what we have to go for the loads. So define loads, apply, structural, displacement. Now we need to fix here. So which are the fixture here? Here also same thing, we have the simply supported beam at the first node and the last node, first and fourth node. So I said you in the beams we should not fix with what? On key point we should not fix DOF. It is not all DOF. So we have to go for all deflection, all the directions we have to fix except rotation Z because it will be there. Okay, next I'll go for the load. So here point load I have at node 3, 80 kilo Newton. First let me give the point load here. Force on key point, this is my third node. Okay, this is how much? 80 kilo Newton, Fy 80 kilo, 1, 2, 3, or you can write E3 however. Okay, so now I have applied a point load here. Now UDL, you can observe here UDL, uniformly varying load here. So now to give this uniformly varying load, it starts from node 1 and it ends at node 2. So there is a variation of the load here. So at node 1 it is 0, at node 2 it is 40 kilo Newton meter. So here when I go for the loads, now I will go for the pressure on beams. Can observe here in pressure on beams. So I will click on the first element. Sorry. Now I am going to take here. If I click, it selects a single element here. Okay, but I need to select the all element. How to select all the elements? Here I have a box. Go for the box and you can drag here till this color coding. Sir, how to identify whether it is selected or what? Even if the second element may also be selected. So here we have an option called zoom module. You can drag the area which you want to zoom. Can you see here? Only at this color it is ended. Means how? Now whatever I have selected, it is the first element. Okay. Now it has, can you see here, pressure value. So load key, I'll take it as 2 because first load is a point load which is 1 already I have given. This is the second load I am applying on the total element there. So pressure value at node I and node J. Node I and node J is nothing but start point and end point of the element. So here it is varying load, it is 0 and 40 kilonewton meter. So 40, 1, 2, 3, okay, 40,000. Okay, so if you have a UDL, so both remain same, 40,000 and 40,000, but this is not a UDL, it is uniformly varying. We have to start from 0 to this value. Okay, okay, can you see here the symbol? It has shown the variation symbol. Okay, so fine. So now we have applied the load, we can fit it. We have option called fit, it will fit. The loads are applied. Then now I'll go for the solution. So here what we have done, we have given the key points, section of the beam we have given, lines we have drawn, meshed, applied the load. Then I'll last with the next step is the solution. Go for the solution. Current LS, okay, the solution is done. Now what? General post-processor. So I don't require the nodal solution. Of course, he has asked the nodal maximum nodal solution, but major thing is what we need to find the SFD and BMD. Before to find that SFD BMD, I need to go for element table, define table, and so here I have to give the sequence. This is the coding for the ANSYS software to identify SFD and BMD. 3, 6, 3, 6, 16 and 19. However, you can give the number here. So 316 is the bending moment and 619 is the shear force moment you are going to get. Okay, so now we have given the element table there. Now I'll go to the plot result, counter plot, nodal solution. Of course, nodal solution, if you go to the nodal solution, it gives the deformation displacement vector. This is the maximum deflection. What you have asked in the question is to find the maximum deflection. So this is the maximum deflection what we have, 0.239162 is the maximum deflection I got. Okay, now we shall go for the SFD BMD element table. So 3, 6, this is a bending moment diagram. So this is how you got here, and 16, sorry, not 3, 6, it is 3, 16, sorry, 3, 16. This is what bending moment diagram. And 6, 19, it's a combination, Baba, 3, 16 and 6, 19 gives the, this is shear force bending moment diagram. Fine. So this is how we need to calculate the varying load, for the varying load. Now for the UDL, I'll do the UDL problem here. I'll go a little bit fast here. So same material properties I have here. Same material here, what we have 210 gigapascal, 0.27, 0.1 and 0.1. So material properties and size, everything is same here. Here total span is 6. At a span of 4, I have the UDL 12 kilonewton. I will go a little bit fast. Now I'll go for the new. Save new information. First one is preferences, structural, okay. Preprocessor, element table, add. I'll go for the beam, 2 noded 188, okay. Close. Then I'll go for the material properties. Material model, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. It is 210 gigapascal, 210 GPa or E9 I can write. So Newton per meter square. Poisson's ratio 0.27. Okay. Now section of beam. The beam section remains same here for this 0.1. For all the problems it is same. It is not that all the problems is same, but whatever I solved today, this beam problems, the section of the beam I took at same. Okay. So preview, if you go for the preview, it shows the section. Okay, then I'll go for the create, modeling, create, key points, inactive CS. So here what I have, total span is 6 meters at 4 meters. Okay, second node is at 4 meters. Only 3 nodes I have, 4 meter and 6. So now first node is 0, second node is at 4 meters, third node is at 6 meters. Now I got the span of the total beam here. Now I'll go to the line, straight line. I'll join 2 lines. Okay. Now I'll go for what? I've drawn the lines. The very next step is what? Meshing. Go for the mesh tool. So I need to mesh the lines. Set lines. 2 lines I have set. Okay. So number of divisions you can take it on your own. I am taking 30 there. Okay. So now it is divided each element into 30 divisions. So after meshing is not completed, I said you still the mesh tool is on the back. So go for the mesh. So first what I have set is, I have set the lines into 30 divisions. Now I am meshing the 30 lines there, 30 divisions there. So 2 lines I have selected, okay, and I will close the mesh. So now you can observe, if you go to the plot and lines, you can observe the color coding of the two different elements. Okay, now we shall go for the load. Define load, apply structural and displacement on key points. So where we have to fix here, this is also simply supported on the two ends at node 1 and node 2, and UDL is 12 kN. So here I'll go for this. I said you it is not a all DOF, it is everything except rotation Z, we have to leave it. Okay, then I'll go for UDL. Now UDL is what? Structural pressure. I need to go for the pressure for the varying and UDL. Okay, point out you can go for the force there. So pressure beam, on which beam? On this the total thing. So I am going to take this box here. If I select, it is selecting the single one. So what you have to do, I'll go for the box, you can drag it. So here I can see clearly, because I have only 2 elements, till here the elements are chosen. Okay, now it asks. So here I have first load, because I don't have any loads there except this. So load number 1 I have given. So what is the IJ? It is 12 kN, am I right? 12,000. So earlier I have given I value variation 0 to something value. It is a varying load. But here it is a UDL, uniformly distributed. Both I and J I have to give both same value. Okay. So can you see here? I got the UDL, uniformly distributed. Now I'll go for the solution. Solve, current less. Okay. Solution is done. Now I'll go for what? Same thing, element table. Before I go to the solution, element table, define table, add by sequence 3, by sequence 6, by sequence 16, by sequence it is 19. So I have given the SFD BMD code there. So now I'll go for the nodal solution. So in the question what he asked to find the maximum deflection and SFD BMD, both he has asked here. So I'll go for the nodal solution here. Sorry, something happened here. Okay, I'll go for the nodal solution. Plot results, line element 316. Okay, this is what bending moment, and 619 gives me the shear force moment here. Shear force moment I got. Okay, fine. So nodal solution, you can go for the maximum deflection there. So here this is the maximum is 0.01866. Okay, fine. So this is what the beams problem over. So I have solved point load, varying load and UDL. Okay, thank you.